Hello, my name is Jason and welcome to Serve the Horn. Hey, thank you for joining me. The purpose of today's video is to talk about the basic concepts of intonation and droning. What I'm going to introduce to you are various tools you can use to help better yourself as a musician, especially on the French horn. Because this video is intended for young horn players, and I also am a horn player, I'm going to be using my instrument to demonstrate these tools. There will be a time later in the video where I'll ask you to play along with me. Some of the most common intonation issues that we run into as horn players actually has a lot to do with the body rather than the ear. I want to show you a few basic mechanics that you can go over and fix in order to help put you in the best position possible to play in tune. The first thing we're going to talk about is your right hand. Your band director is not going to notice because our instrument hides our hand. It is imperative that you treat your right hand correctly when we are playing our instrument. So what I'd like to show you is a very simple technique. Take your right hand, fingers together, allow just a natural curve, none of this cupped business, a natural curve of your hand. Bring your thumb down parallel to the fingers and keep it perpendicular to the ground. When you take your hand, put it in the bell, like so, with your knuckles against the far end of the wall. Okay? This allows you to support your instrument and also put your hand in far enough to allow us to play with correct intonation. The second basic mechanic thing we need to address is simply taking a large breath. Take a large breath with me. Most students take too small of a breath, which allows them to play really, really flat and really, really pinched. The best thing you can possibly do to allow for good intonation is to take a big breath. There's a really simple method I like to use when taking a big breath and exhaling, an inhale and an exhale. Say the words, how to, with me. How to. Now I want you to do one thing. Say the word how backwards. It is a simple cycle of air and there's no stopping. Take a big breath when you play. The third basic mechanic issue I would like to remind you of are your corners and your chin. Remember to keep your chin flat and your corners firm with a slight downward angle. This will allow you the best opportunity to play in tune using your body. Remember to say the letter M with a firm but pliable lip structure. M. Because of advancements in today's technology, you, the student, have the ability to use a tool on your phone or your parent's phone or any mobile device that will help you become a better musician, especially using your ear when we talk about intonation. What I have in my pocket is my good old smartphone. Your parents may have one, you may have one. You can also use a mobile device. On this phone is a fantastic application called Tonal Energy, and that is something I would like to introduce to you today and what we're going to use in this video. There are a few things we need to discuss when it comes to using the Tonal Energy app. There are two types of temperaments that we are going to use. One is called equal and one is called just. The purpose of a lot of these exercises that I am writing are to be used with the just temperament. But with this first one, it's really important that we learn how to differentiate between the two types of tuning. What I'm going to do is set our drone to the horn transposition, set it to equal temperament, and let's play a perfect fifth, a C and a G. There we go. Sustain button. It's good. Listen carefully to the waves. You can hear how the sound changes. Now we're going to add the third, which is an E. Wah, 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 wah. Now with the Tonal Energy app, I'm going to switch from equal temperament to just temperament. Listen carefully. That simple demonstration hopefully allows you to understand the difference between equal and just and the importance of playing in tune. All right, there's another thing I'd like to show you when it comes to using the Tonal Energy app. I want you to take a look at what it looks like when you play sharp purposefully and when you play flat purposefully. The Tonal Energy app does a great job of representing your pitch tendencies. So what I'm going to do and what I'd like you to do is the following. I'm going to set the temperament to just in the key of C. If you need to change your key, simply go down to the keyboard or the circle wheel, depending on how you're looking at it, and double tap that note, C. That puts it in the key of C. The second thing you need to make sure is that you put the transposition in F +5. Third thing you need to do, hit the sustain button, and then press or click on C3. Now what I'm going to do when I press this button, I'm going to play against this drone, and I'm going to demonstrate what it looks and sounds like when I play flat, and what it looks and sounds like when I play sharp. There are several pieces of equipment up here. One of them is what's called a Dr. Beat. This one happens to be a DB90. Although it doesn't have a tuner associated with it, it does have a fantastic tone generator, which is one of the better tools to use when you get older. It gives us a pitch by hitting the start-stop button. It produces a really loud tone, and it's a very good quality tone. It's something that you can play into. It's something that you can hear really well against. This is the Auto Strobe 590, and the way this works, very simple demonstration, is that there is a spinning disc inside. This disc is associated with the sound I produce. Also available with the Tonal Energy app that we've used in most of our demonstrations today, they are available on many different platforms. I have a Samsung mobile tablet here that will offer the same features as does on my phone, for instance. Very similar features. We can either choose to see things as a disc represented here, or as we've done in the past with my computer, we are able to see things using a piano. And all of these are available on many different platforms. By entering the practice room and focusing on the tools and mechanics that we have gone over today, you will have a greater chance of success in realizing your intonation tendencies. Thanks for taking the time to watch this video, and keep your eye out for more videos on intonation.